everybody, I'm Duff, and welcome to the VIP Tournament. It's a fun chance for you guys to play alongside some celebrities, some fellow players, and everything in between, where you go hole for hole with them and actually play along and see their shots. Now, we've got a special guest for you today, a fellow Canadian, hailing from British Columbia. You know where the game is, Jeannie. Welcome to your VIP Tournament, Carol.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Are you excited to do this? Here we are. We're going to play Chateau Whistler, which, of course, just down the road from you, being from BC. So we've picked this one for you to play. And you know what? Whenever you're ready, feel free to tee off on one, and then we'll start talking to you a little bit as you're playing this wonderful course.
Perfect. Thank you.
Chateau Whistler, actually, 1993, Canada's best new course, and we're going to see Carol in action here on hole one with the tailwind. Carol, have you seen the course? Have you been to Whistler? Have you driven by it? Anything like that?
You know what? I've been to Whistler many times, not play the golf course. I do play golf. However, I haven't picked up a club in a while since I had a little bit of a vehicle accident. So that being said, it is beautiful. I've driven past it. I'm always jealous of people playing in the golf course. But Whistler, it's just a great place to be at regardless, whether you golf or not. So
Whistler's absolutely beautiful. I know you got a huge revamp there in 2010 when Vancouver hosted the Olympics. But even it is absolutely breathtaking. If you guys have not been to Whistler, put it on the bucket list. Definitely one of the places to go.
It is.
I'll tell a quick story. So I grew up in BC as well, and there's many times where I have been snowboarding at Whistler and then wakeboarding in the Pacific Ocean in the same day. So we used to do that all the time as kids, just for something to do. All right, Carol, here we go. You got an eye en route there on hole one, the long par 5. Oh, just short and left, but that's fine. So before we get to hole... Yeah. Before we get to hole 2 here, Carol, why don't you tell us a little bit? So you're a member of the Swing Fanatics, and I do believe you're actually the president of that. How did that come about? How did you join Swing Fanatics? How did you find a country club in Ultimate Golf?
Well, this is my second year, so I've approached the second year mark with this game. And ironically, my son actually, got into the game, and they were playing, and I was like, what's going on? So I was quite intrigued by it, and I decided to download the game and start learning the game, and didn't realize how hooked I'd get on it, which is great. And then what's really cool was that when you guys introduced the country club, right, I actually requested to join Whiskey Business.
You can play as you talk here. I'm just gonna. Okay. I know Carol fairly well, and she can get a little long-winded at times. So why don't we play as we talk, and then you can keep going. Yes, Whiskey Business. I believe it's no secret. I was a member. I was a founding member of that. But I didn't know that you had requested to join that early on.
I did request to join. It was pretty funny because I went by a different name. I went by the name of Shitsball from Schitt's Creek, right? So that was my initial game name, and I was like, just for fun, let's see, if they'll accept my invitation or not. So, and then that's when I decided to open up my own country club. So, and at that time, I think it was like 3 of us. And it took us a while to build to. Oh shoot, I'm in the sand. To go to where we are today, right? So. But it's been great. It's been great to have this club. It's like being pregnant for 9 months, trying to get to where we were. They're trying to build this club. Took 9 months to get the players, the right players, and we've done quite well in terms of just getting everybody to the same page, and yeah. So it's been good. It's been really good.
It is good luck out of the sand here too. Brave soul using that orca, but you do you. No,
I changed. Hang on.
Country clubs definitely changed this game, and I know for myself, and I've made real life friends through country clubs. I was actually out for lunch yesterday with 2 of the Whiskey Business guys. So it is it is more than a game a little bit when you're part of a country club, right? And I know you guys, nice eagle there, by the way. Here we go. Minus 4 after 2 here at Chateau Whistler for Jeannie. All right, Carol, so here we go. Hole 3, which is actually one of the feature holes here at Whistler. Long shot here off the tee, and we are looking at the Horstman's River. Did I say that right? Horstman River. Yeah, I looked it up. I didn't know it. So the first 6 holes here at Whistler are crazy. They're uphill the entire way. It's actually 400 feet of elevation change at Whistler, which is, if you're a golfer at all, that's insane. Definitely a take a golf cart course, not a walk course. So you said, so getting to the country club to the point of where you were was like carrying a baby for 9 months. So was that making the country club's championship tournament final? Was that the end goal, or what?
I mean, that's always the end goal, right? I mean, I think the end goal is always to, try and advance as far as we could. And for the longest time, you only had it for the top 10 clubs, and we were still a platinum group at the time. And when you had introduced and opened it up to top 16, we actually weren't even going to go for it until I think it's like 4 days left into the final. And I think we're in the 20th spot overall. And we're like, you know what? Let's just try it. You know what? Well, we'll go for it. Worst case scenario, if we miss it, right? We can hold our heads up and we'll give it a shot, right? So, but yeah, so that's what happened. But like I said, it took a while to get the right people in place, and then people come and go. But we've got a really good core that's stuck with us, and yeah.
Get in the hole! Oh, Jeannie off the pin. Man,
that's my middle name. Hit the flagstick girl.
What a great shot. Unfortunately, not the result you wanted, but a fantastic effort there. Let's drop this putt, and then we'll go on to hole 4.
Perfect.
Here we are, hole 4. Jeannie is fresh off a birdie on hole 3. We're hoping for an eagle here on hole 4. Jeannie, why don't you walk us through a little bit of your process of how you play tournaments here on hole 4? And so are you a grip it and rip it kind of person? Or are you going to try and hang back to a certain distance?
So I am setting this up to Bigfoot range, so that, because I know the rate count for Bigfoot, so that's what I'm doing right now, and setting up that way. So I'm pretty much playing this like I would head-to-head. Right? Because I know with the head-to-head you're limited to X amount of time, so I'm just trying to get this as close to the tee as possible. And if I get to Bigfoot range, I'm more comfortable with that versus having the Orion come out. Because if I grip it and rip it, it's going to get too long, right?
Absolutely, and that is how most of the players that do very well at this game, that is their kind of preferred method of playing Ultimate Golf. Now, to each their own, lots of people do different things, but the people that are the most successful definitely are using the same kind of recipe for success that you are right here. Now, we notice you're turning your screen there, so you get the nice pull, the nice adjustment in line with the wind. We're going to watch this one come in. A little bit of secondary wind to the right. Not enough backspin. Could have been a little bit of nerves there, I think.
Yeah, you called it.
It's easy to do. You got people watching it. People are going to be playing against you. But that's all right. Nothing wrong with a birdie. And we're going to move.
It's always good with anything over 800.
We're absolutely. So there's the goal. 847. Let's get everything else 850 and above. I have faith in Jeannie. She's a very, very good tournament player. You can go on right there to hole 5 now, Jeannie. And let's give another try at eagle here.
I'm going to do my best. I'm going to use the major award ball today.
Actually, feel free to use anything you've got in your selection there. Actually, hole 5, a par 3, and look at this, a real nice headwind.
Yeah, I'm just trying to zoom in a little bit
So
here.
we're going to look at a little club selection here. You might even be able to get into lightning rod range if you wanted to have a little look-see.
You know what? I am not that confident
You do
with the
you.
lightning rod in terms of numbers. Yep. So I'm gonna stick with my route. Okay, so
So while Jeannie's figuring out her adjustments here, you guys that know her from the Facebook group have seen her numerous times posting stuff about the Swing Fanatics and all that, but we've also seen her more than once show off a costume now and again. I do believe the Boba Fett one, going back to May 4th, of course, Star Wars Day, May the 4th. Look at this! Hang on, in the middle of the story, Judy with the ace. There's a golf clap for you. So the rule is, start talking costumes, and the ball goes in the hole. Look at that. So that is a genuine smile. So here's one of the things. I've played this game a lot. Got a lot of hole-in-ones. Jeannie has too. You still get excited every time it goes in.
Yes.
I do a little fist bump or a little yes! And look at this. That is a genuine smile out of Carol right now. Fantastic work.
Thank God. So yes. So talking about costumes, I love Halloween. I do. I have a trunk full of costumes. So
No, you're good. Keep going. Let's hit that continue. Let's go, and then we're going to hear about some of these costumes.
yeah, so it's I don't know, it's just, you know, it's funny because I'm originally from Malaysia. That's where I'm from, and I came to Canada when I was 14. And we never had Halloween over there. So I never had the chance to dress up for Halloween. And I remember one year, I think I was 14. So when I actually was at my friends one night, and it happened to be Halloween, and they were like, "You have never been trick-or-treating?" And I'm like, "No." Just like, and I happened to have a red coat with a hood, and they're like, "You're going as Red Riding Hood."
Perfect.
And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Sounds good." So, and and since then I'm like, I want to dress up every year. So, and I pass it along to my kids, and we just do a big thing for Halloween, and I actually enjoy it more than the kids, right? I mean, I think my daughter actually wanted to disown me when I showed up at her school as Boba Fett on May 4th one year to a middle school.
That is the role of a parent, though, is to embarrass your kids now and again.
Yeah, she was not thrilled. So, but it's all good fun, right? So.
And here's something interesting about BC, as like I grew up there, is on Halloween in BC, you do fireworks. That's when you do fireworks. I remember moving to Ontario myself and Halloween, and I was, hey, where's the fireworks? So a little bit of local trivia there out of British Columbia.
That's interesting that Ontario doesn't do fireworks.
I don't think anywhere else does. It's just
really?
a BC thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So, okay.
All right, so we got Jeannie fresh off the hole-in-one on hole 5, and she's looking at eagle here on hole 6. Can she go back-to-back drops? I liked your adjust there a lot, Jeannie. Look at this, and she does it, folks! Back-to-back. It only took her 3 holes to get those nerves settled, and look at this. She is showing us what she's got. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, Carol, fresh off 2 drops now. Now, being Canadians, we find a way to bring a hockey reference into anything. So can she go for the hat trick? 3 drops in a row. Carol, let's get after it here. Come on. Let's do this. I'm rooting for you.
I'm doing my best. But it's new territory. Be proud that I'm playing this, just the way it is. Freehand.
It's good. You're doing fantastic. Absolutely incredible.
Yep.
So this is a tricky, long par 5 at Whistler. Look at those beautiful mountains. I miss those mountains every single day. So make sure, look at them tomorrow. Do it for me, Jeannie.
I will. No, it's been gorgeous out here, actually. Hasn't been that bad weather-wise. Cold, but hasn't been that bad.
So we talked about your love of costumes and embarrassing your kids in doing that. I also, of course, as is my job, did a little snooping. I found that you're a music lover as well. Go to a lot of concerts.
I do.
Are you
I do.
Have you always been a big fan of live music?
I have, actually. I like the arts in general. So I love going to plays. I love the ballet. I love just concerts. Just anything to do with arts. I think that's an important piece. I try to pass on to the kids too. In terms of just exploring and just enjoying, what's available to us.
Absolutely, and we got robbed a little bit of that with COVID, so I think everyone's going hard right now, which is absolutely amazing. That was so close there for the albatross. Great attempt. All right, Jeannie, about to take on number 8 now at Whistler. You can get into there whenever you're ready, and let's watch what she can do on the par 3. This is the signature hole at Chateau Whistler. All that stone you see on the right there, nothing but solid granite. You got the nice lake on the left there, which I imagine is just full of golf balls. Now, Jeannie, speaking of lakes, are you a ocean girl or are you a freshwater lake girl?
I like them both. I do love the ocean. Actually, I do love the ocean as long as it's warm water, like the Caribbean. Not Vancouver Ocean. In Vancouver, I'll take the lakes any day.
Oh, and here I was thinking I liked you.
Have you not seen the water in Vancouver?
Yes!
Why would that step foot in there?
That's fine. I'm still wish you luck here on all 8s. You know what? You got the last par 3 with a root, so we're going to go root again. Obviously, you are well-versed at this club. Get in the hole. Oh, short and right. You gave it a go, though. I think if you'd preferred oceans, it might have gone in.
Oh. Well, I just did not read that green properly. It was a bit of an uphill there. Just a little tad. I just went a little too short. Yeah. Oh, God.
All right, tap in, birdie. You got that. Let's go. Let's finish the front 9 with a solid albatross attempt here on hole 9.
Okay. Oh, this one. Let's see here. Let's not find the rough, shall we?
Medium length par 5, but this one's all about getting off the tee safely.
I'm always relieved if it says great shot, because it's a good indication that I'm not in the rough.
You are good. Gonna have a nice shot at this green. Now, Jeannie, you also had one of the funniest moments we had on the Facebook group, where back in CCC number 12, which if you recall was right around Halloween of last year, I decided to run Ice Dragon and Hallowed Hills for the tournament, for that day 1 tournament, and you actually wrote myself and the Hip Guys a ticket for cruel and unusual punishment for Hallowed Hills and Ice Dragon for CCC 12. So I just want to say thank you for your creativity. You do so much. You're so active on that group. So if you're watching this back, make sure you join that Facebook group. Not only is there tips and tricks and strategies shared, but you also get a laugh every once in a while. Oh, good attempt on that one. That is a tough approach shot. There is a ton of secondary wind there, and it is probably one of my least dropped par 5s in Ultimate Golf.
A lot of big bounds. Yeah, it has a big bounce on it too.
All right, so that is the end of the front 9. Started off a little slow, on fire in the middle there, 5 and 6, the big ace, and then the big eagle on the par 4. And then here we sit minus 15 after 9 with Jeannie. All right, Carol, front 9 under your belt. We're going to start the back 9 here. Starts off with a tricky par 3, number 10. I like your chances here, though.
Yes.
Let's get back on the -2 train.
Yes, with the Orion. So let's see.
Are you Team Orion or Team Spectre? Team Orion?
I am Orion all the way. And if not Orion, then I will use the that brown club. What is it called?
Rattler.
Called the brown club.
The Rattler.
Thank you. So yeah, I haven't used the Spectre in like, oh gosh, forever. So yeah, I'm going to take a look here and see.
So these short irons, it's all about your spin control. There's so much shot view on these. You get a decent shot guide, but in a tailwind, that shot guide's going to expand a little bit, right? So it's all about anticipating what that's going to do, adjusting your spin accordingly. And there's no guides, there's no magic tricks to it. It's just experience. It's time. Is that a finger up, Mike?
All right.
Oh, okay. We'll cut that. Jeannie's away here on the par 3. Ooh, little bit of an underjust, but that's fine. It's fine. We had a slow start on the front. It just meant you took a little too long at the halfway house. Maybe you had a beer or 2, hot dog in you. This happens to everybody. Hole 10 coming out of that halfway house is never a pretty hole. We're going to settle in. We're going to start hole 11. And we're gonna do this. So right to hole 11. Okay. Let's get to it.
Oh, no tailwind. Okay, that's okay.
Oh, it's still go time though. If you want to pin this, that is completely up to you.
Oh, I'm trying a whole kitchen sink of pins in here.
Go for it. Let's see it. Let's see some of these pins in action. This is a fine example, a good use of pins. A headwind on a short-ish par 4 can turn this from a mediocre chance at eagle to an almost automatic chance. Going with that Flight A ball as well, which of course available in the Scramble tournaments. Available on Ultimate Golf once or twice a week. So make sure you guys are playing those.
These are my favorite balls.
It's the best ball in the game, by far. The Flight A.
It is.
Look at that. Drives the green. 11:31. Deep breath on the putt. And we are going to walk away with an eagle on hole 11. Get in there. Couple extra passes on the needle. I have a feeling she wouldn't do that if she was playing at home on the couch. There's the eagle. Nice hole, Jeannie.
Ooh, it's nerve-wracking.
Great start to the back.
The number of times I've missed.
We've all missed putts. Don't worry about it. All right, great start to the back 9. Let's see what that wind is off the tee.
Ooh. I think I'm going to lay this one up.
That's not the worst idea. So that Flight A definitely helped. Responsible for that eagle on that last hole. I remember when that ball came out. Absolutely the best ball in the game. And as you progress through the game, you're definitely going to want to kind of start building a little bit of a stash of those balls. Of course, available only at the Tour Pro level. But you guys are all going to get there as you keep going.
It is one of the best balls, so definitely get your way up there to get it.
Jeannie, do you remember the climb up? What was the climb up experience for you like in Ultimate Golf, going from veteran to pro to Tour Pro? And I got to ask this one, did you ever go broke along the way and have to slum it down in the lower tours to build up a bank again?
I did, yeah. It was kind of funny actually, because when I first started, I always look at the leaderboards, right? And I'm like, how do these people have like, $1 billion coins? Like, how did I get it? And I'm like, for sure they're bots, for sure, right? That's my mindset coming in as a rookie, right? And it's ironic because fast forward to today, I've got like 5 billion, right? And so going through the process, I knew what it took to, you have to win tournaments. That's the bottom line. Is do well in tournaments, and that's how you can grow your coin stash, right? So I start getting really good at really learning and crafting my skill in terms of, learning the game. So, and watching videos and just putting some time into it. And I think like anything, right? It's like once you put the time into it and learning the game, it makes it more fun. Because it's not fun when you're, not in the top 20, right? You're not getting the rewards, because then you're having to, you're losing coins pretty much, right? So
you do, but you can still have fun at the game. Like I remember going broke early in the game and then pounding away at head-to-head and then getting my butt kicked at Royales and then being outside the top and then slowly creeping my way back a little bit better, a little bit better, and then all of a sudden you get ball positive, you're winning some tournaments and doing a little bit better, and it's definitely fun. For me, it was a lot. It was to end my day. I'd get my kid to bed, whatever, watch a show with the wife, go outside, and I'd sit and I'd play a tournament because it was fun. It was relaxing, and it was. And then we started making friends. But all right, so we were talking about your climb up and your kind of ultimate golf career. So I'm going to ask you a question here. How many shots do you think? Keep going. Here we go. How many shots do you think you have taken in your ultimate golf career? So that's including royales, head-to-heads, everything.
Like when you say how many shots, clarify that. Sorry, like when you say how many shots.
How many times have you taken your finger or your thumb, pulled it down, and then released it?
Oh my gosh, like a lot. I couldn't even tell you. Like it's.
Throw it a guess. Any guess.
Oh my gosh, do you have the numbers? Like really?
I'm not asking this. I'm not going to make it up. Yes, I have the numbers.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It has to be at least like in the thousands. Like seriously.
216,000. 216,000 shots. All right.
Wow.
Looks like she's gonna go for it here on 13. I like it. This is definitely a go time hole.
216,000. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh.
So of those 216,000, 65,000 holes played.
Oh my gosh.
65,000.
Well, I do play a lot of instant royales, so maybe part of it's from instant royales.
Oh, we can
count royales and head-to-heads and stuff.
We can talk royales if you want. How many royales? Okay, you hit this hive, and as you're doing that, I want you to guess how many royales you've played.
Okay. Now, okay, wait. So the 215,000 was that including royales?
Yeah, just guess how many royales. Don't overanalyze this.
I don't know. 50,000?
Get in the hole. No, 8,332 royales.
Oh, okay. 1,000. I don't know.
But we did have another drop there, so that's 2 eagles through 14 holes through 13 on the back. Great job. All right, Carol, fresh off another eagle, we're going to 14 on the back 9 at Chateau Whistler. Looking like you're on track here to put up a very decent score. So congratulations, well done. And look at this, another headwind off the tee.
I'm going for it.
I like it a lot. Now, we're not here to give tips and tricks, but I will give a little tip and trick on this hole. Why not for everybody? Go on the right side of the fairway just by that trap, and you're going to see a real nice rollout off that fairway. Go time. Look at this. With the flight A, she threw a pin on there. I'm going to get it right up into the base of the green. So while you're figuring out pins and you're going to give this everything you got off the tee, a little grip it and rip it, we're talking stats there on hole 13. So let's continue. One more stat how many tournaments have you played?
Well, if I played 8,000 Royales, I'm thinking at least about the same.
Significantly less amount of tournaments a day. 2,032.
2,000, okay.
But
I'm so bad at stuff.
like the kindergarten kid, we'll still throw a gold sticker on that guess. It was the effort that counts. All right, Jeannie, look at this. Real nice wind here on this approach.
Yeah, so I'll make sure that
I'm going guaranteed drop here with the Hive 8. Now, were you using Atlas for chipping on the way up, or were you Hive the entire time?
Hive the entire time. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get this lined up here. Okay, there you go. I've never used the Atlas, actually.
Atlas, definitely. As the clubs progress, it goes a little Zeus, a little Atlas, a little Hive, back to the Zeus. And look at the Hive 8 works. Fantastic. Brings out
that is my favorite club.
The big gun off the tee. Nice little chip. Look at that. Sitting in first. Minus 23 through 14. We might have a VIP tournament record to date. There's going to be some people that have something to say about that.
I'm going to lay this one up.
So when she's saying that, lay it up. So that is just a method of play. It's either grip it and rip it, go as hard as you can, trying to get down into that wedge ring, typically Atlas or Hive, or people lay up back into the long iron range. So in this case, the preferred long iron mostly is Bigfoot. People start using lightning rod a bit. Have you forayed into the world of lightning rod? We touched on it earlier, but are you starting to experiment with it a little bit?
You know, I am. Yes, I'm learning, and I do love the lightning rod. But it's one of those where you need to understand rollouts, definitely with the lightning rod, and because it counts a lot of rings as well. So, and it's very precise, which is great. However, if you are not going to get the right rollout, it's just going to bounce right past the hole, like it did to me today. Or I'll get a lot of 899s or 900s. So,
feast or famine.
Which I was hoping that, those 900s kill me. It's like, why can't you just drop? I mean, I had one today was like 0.2 inches. 0.2! Like, it just did not want to drop.
It happens.
It was really sad.
You gotta put your shadow on it.
Oh, you need to have one of those options where you can blow the ball into the hole.
Big break in that green there, left to right. Left it a little short with all that backspin on the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
840, but we've got 16, 17, and 18 to play. We're setting ourselves up for a real big finish here. I believe that puts us at minus 24 through 15 with Jeannie. All right, Jeannie, 3 holes to go. We've got a par 3, a par 4, and a par 5. Let's set the goal to drop one of these. We started off par 3 ace. Why don't we finish with a par 3 ace? Nice wind here. Quartering tail with that Bigfoot. You said it was one of your favorite clubs. Let's see what you got here, Carol.
It is. Actually, no, I actually like Pegasus over Bigfoot, believe it or not. Only because
it has that they say that about lake girls. They say that about lake girls. It's not surprising. You like Pegasus and you like freshwater. That's fine.
I know, I'm an oddballer, but I get a lot of drops of Peggy. Like, she is a good club for me. But now, like I said, I'm learning to love the lightning rod once I can get it dialed in. So it's that's my next goal, because it's very exciting to get those drops.
Like we said earlier, I still when I hit a shot that I don't think is going to go, like it's fist bump, it's a little yell, it's a scream, you hit that replay and you send it to your friends or your club mates, whatever it is. It's exciting. It's what keeps you coming back, right? Look at this! Oh! Off the edge of the cup and out. That was a quarter of an inch, also known as 1 centimeter away from dropping. Man.
My goodness. Oh.
Well, you gave that a run.
I had high hopes. Oh my goodness. I thought for sure that was going to drop.
All right, so that's the par 3. We've got a par 4 and a par 5 next. So par 4, I know you've got a par 4 ace because I saw it on your... You shot a minus 38 on that Tomorrow Never Dies Another Day Again tournament, which, congratulations, by the way. Not a lot of people have shot a minus 38. And yes, that is a mouthful, the name of that tournament.
Yes, it was, and I believe the ace I got was a Whispering Hole number 1. That was the ace that I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was hole number 1.
That's a tough hole.
I remember to this day because I used, it was a front tee, I believe. I think I said it front tee, I'm not sure. But I was able to use my red barchetta, actually, and get it dialed in through the trees. It was a hard hole, but yeah, I got it done.
You always remember your first.
Yes. Actually, that was my 3rd ace.
Even more memorable.
But the first, the first 2, the first one I got, I couldn't remember. I think it was, I want to say Wolf Creek. But again, I don't remember. It was a while back.
So we're talking.
And it was one of those where it was a fluke.
So we're talking different courses here. What is your favorite course to play? Do you have a favorite where you look down and you see Whispering Pines and you're like, yes, I like it?
Yes, Whispering Pines is my favorite, but however, now it's not my favorite so much because you can see the crazy scores that come in with Whispering Pines.
Scores are different.
Right?
There is some big scores at Whispering Pines. Yes. There's been a minus 40 recently on Whispering Pines.
Yes.
But it's all about setting goals as you go up with the different clubs you have, right? So if you're a veteran and you can drop a minus 23 there, that is still very good. Almost as good as that approach shot, 896. Oh, wow.
I know. Why?
So don't see these minus 38s and minus 40s and think, oh my god, I'm never going to get there. Like, these guys have been playing for a very long time. They got a million balls. They've got everything. Just set little goals for yourself on the climb up. All right, Jeannie, we've made it through 17. Here we are on hole 18. We're sitting at minus 26. Now, this is a tough par 5. I know you've got eagle in you, guaranteed. Let's give this a run at Albatross, though.
You know what? It's I think Albatross is hole once, ever, with Hellfire, and that was it. It's a tricky one because I normally end up being short, but with the pin placement being the front, we'll see. Because I'm scared to go into the rough in this first half, so I'm very conservative. See?
Fantastic shot off the tee. That's the beginning of this one. Just get out there and give yourself a chance at it.
Yeah.
So now that you've played Whistler a few times, next time you're up there, you're going to have to go. I've always wanted to do this, is to see one of the courses that's in the game live. Definitely, Wolf Creek is definitely on the list because it looks like it was straight out of a video game, and I was shocked to learn that it was an actual real course. So that is definitely one of my goals. Now, you've got the opportunity. You live pretty close to Whistler, so next time you're up there, make sure you go have a little look-see. Look at this. Are we going to end on this? Oh, no! Talk about drama. One of the longest, hardest rollout par 5s in the game, and she runs it right past the lip. All right, Jeannie.
Man, if it dropped, I've been screaming my head off.
So good on the putt here. That means we go minus 28 at Chateau Whistler, a very, very respectable score. And Jeannie, I just want to say what a pleasure it is. I've got to know you a little bit through the game and through the CCC stuff and some chats. That what a pleasure it's been to get to know you. You're a wonderful ambassador for the game. You're so positive. Look what you've done with that Swing Fanatics group. Like you said, you took a whole bunch of new players to the game, and you guys went all the way to the end, the final of the Country Club Championship tournament. So I just want to say, on behalf of myself and all the other players in the game, keep doing it, man. You're so good at this. You rally the troops, and it's absolutely a pleasure to play against you and really to call you my friend. So thank you so much for joining us. And what a fantastic performance. I know it's not easy playing this, but great job. Minus 28. I'll let you say the last few words here, Jeannie. Tell the people anything you want.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, thank you to the HIP team, obviously, and obviously to you to host and inviting me here. It's definitely the highlight, of my day and of the game overall. It's such an honor, and I just want to say that just love playing the game, right? I mean, it's a fantastic game. I play it just to, in my downtime, just to get away, from the reality of life. It gets busy, and this is a great way just to relax, meet new friends. I've met so many friends, virtual friends, whom we don't know anybody, haven't met each other, and but we're like a family because we chat on Discord. We have a good fun. So if you're not with a club, find a good club. Because you'll learn a lot, right? You're able to learn from your peers, and they'll help you increase your game. And just so you know, I actually played this game by feel. So just a heads up, because I do normally play, with actual calculations and whatnot. But today I just played it, like a head-to-head style. So, but otherwise, it's just have fun. I love this game. So, but thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, that's fantastic, Jeannie. All right, I'm Duff. I've been hosting this VIP tournament. Stay tuned for many more. We'll see you.